Boy, that was a really an interesting day at work I had. Boy, I tell you what, it was one of those days where it went by quick. It was like a long day, and it's just like this at work. You can't uh make the day go any faster. Even if it goes by fast, it doesn't go by fast enough, and I think that's why it happened that way. It was just a really, really long day at work. But it really, I mean, at the same time, it wasn't. But you kind of realize that I don't know, it's like one of those things where it's just it's just crazy on the weekends when uh, how fast it goes. Crazy. I mean, you could be doing nothing. It just goes by extremely fast. Extremely, extremely fast. It's absolutely crazy how fast it goes on the weekends. But the work days just go by so long and just so slow and so drawn out. And after all, you're making money. A person's making money. You're making bank. I mean, you're well, not making bank, but a person should be happy that they're making money, and I am, and most people are. But just like it just goes by so slow. Just another long Monday at work. Why? Any day is long at work, especially Mondays. It's just one of those things where I was in a different area where I was just it didn't make it was just like one of those things where the person that was working with me didn't like what they were doing, and I didn't really like what I was doing, but it was a new area, and we were just helping out, and it was just like, I get it, you want to make the company better, but you never see CEOs ever working. You never, you always see them. Someone always says, well, they, do whatever. I remember there was times where people say, yeah, CEOs work hard. Like, yeah, right. And that's the CEO says that. Of course, it's probably a corporate employee that said that or something, that they work hard. Yeah, they don't work hard at all. And it's crazy how the person, and I've said it in the past, that the ones who work hardest are the ones that get least paid. It isn't that crazy how that works out though? I mean, in a company, the harder you work, the less you get paid. It's absolutely crazy how it doesn't make sense. Why does it have to be that way? You look at the situation and you examine it and you think, well, what the heck is going on? Why does it have to go so? I mean, why does the people that, like I say, if they go on, if like a company goes under, the CEO gets a bailout money. They get the gold jacket. They get bailout money. Did I mention they get bailout money for what? And as an employee, all the person gets is maybe not, they don't get bailout money. We don't get bailout money if we're not a CEO or something, or senior vice president or whatever. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm just going to keep on saying this, and I'm just going to keep on mentioning it, the fact that it has to something has to stop. Again, I guess if that's one thing I'm going to cry about, I'm going to cry about that, That's one thing I'm going to be, I mean, it's got to stop, It's like crazy. Can you imagine a CEO crying if they never got their bailout money? Can you imagine a CEO how much they cry if they're not making millions and millions? Can you imagine CEOs that sit there and literally they probably complain because they had to wait something when they went to get their lobster or something, it was late for them, or you know what I mean? When they go to get their non-peasant food, like we have to eat the peasant food, and they get to eat they get to eat all the good stuff, all the fancy stuff, and they get probably upset if everything's late. They probably get upset, It's just absolutely asinine, crazy, ludicrous how they have to be making all this money. It is absolutely crazy. But then they whine and cry they don't get their money. All we're asking for is just a little respect and get raises. I mean, like increment increases, for wages. We just would ask for a decent raise. It'd be nice to get some. I mean, like I say, these CEOs, they don't do nothing all day, and we have to work hard and long days, and they don't even have to do anything except whatever. Make sure somebody else is reporting to them about the company, and hopefully it's good. It's absolutely crazy, but it's one of those things, you know. But I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for watching the Gordon Miller Show. You all have a great day now.